Graduation season is upon us. You have long since graduated from college.
Chapter. Oh, yeah.
Yes. This is our friend Jonas Everett, of course, from Premier Investments.
I took a dinosaur to college.
You took a dinosaur to college?
He's still alive, though.
And you walked 6 miles uphill in the snow?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. Me too. Yeah. But you do have some solid financial advice for those who are graduating.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, the best financial strategy for a student loan is not to have one in the first place. So when I met my wife...
Isn't that always the best strategy for everything?
When I met my wife, she had a $40,000 student loan because there was nobody to help her with a strategy in place. Fortunately, one of the things that they offer on student loans now, if you set up auto pay, they'll sometimes give you a discount or a lower interest rate. I refrain against that. I call that a boo-boo.
Really?
Don't do that. Have them send you regular bills in the mail, student loan bills. My wife and I were able to make those extra payments. That's the key, and we were able to whittle away that $40,000 debt.
Okay, hey, let's get that. Let's have you play Vanna here.
Let's going here.
Graphics going all right.
My wife, again, she had great credit.
It's on the background, but it's here.
Here we go. So you have to understand the loan terms, interest rates.
Right.
And you have to have a strategy in place. Those extra payments are very important.
Okay.
I refrain against the auto pay because people forget. And if you have an auto pay coming out, you're not going to make those extra payments and whittle away at your student loan. Now, the best student loan strategy is not to have one. My wife and I have a friend named Jill, and she was a part-time nurse, and then she actually she was paid. The hospital paid for her advanced education. Now she's in charge of a couple of dozen nurses. So that's with no student loan debt. So that's the best strategy.
That is the best strategy, but that's not always the strategy that's going to happen.
That's not always the case, but if you have a strategy in place, that could be possible. The next thing is you want to, even at a young age, you want to maintain and have a great credit score. My wife always had a great credit score, so her student loan interest rate was very low. We were able to make those extra payments, whittle away at the $40,000. Now, you may not think it's such a big deal when you're younger, but if you make those bill payments on time and have great credit, it's very important later on in life.
Save a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah, and that's a solid advice throughout your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so don't skip those payments when you're younger, definitly.
Okay. Good credit score. Solid advice throughout your lifetime.
Now, how do you do it? How do you get a good credit score? You have to, financial people say stick to a budget. I don't like the term budget. I call it
why not?
Envelope system. You just have to have money set aside for the bills that you have to pay. You have to earmark the amounts. Put it in, call it little envelopes. Do whatever electronic apps that you want with that. Call it envelopes instead of a budget. Have enough money in place to pay the cell phone bill, to pay the auto insurance, everything else. Everybody has little envelopes. Everybody has bills piling up. Just call it an envelope system.
Envelope system, not a budget. Okay, I like that.
Not a budget.
Because a budget feels restrictive.
It does.
Yeah,
it really does.
It feels like it's hard to stick by.
It really does. So, very, very much so.
Envelope system. All right, I like that.
And the best advice ever for a young person is always save before you spend. If I have one word of advice for young people, the financially successful people that I've met, they've always squirreled away some money. It's easier for younger people now than ever before. They can take $10 and zap it from their checking account and put it over into their savings account. Any amount they can do that. Just start saving before you spend. And my daughter Addison brought up a great point. She was going to Target and she said, I'm going to spend $50 on cosmetics, but can I give you $25 put in the stock market first? And that was a watershed moment for me. And I was like, yes,
you're proud.
Save before you spend. Yes,
I like that.
Somebody's listening.
That's a proud parent moment right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, again, back to the auto pay features, how you save before you spend. We don't want bills on auto pay, but we want savings on auto pay.
Savings, yes, bills, no.
So get online, move that $10 a week from checking to savings. You're going to forget about that. And then, I have all this money in savings. Let's go $20 a week from checking to savings. And you can do that the same with your 401k. Chris, how do you like free money, by the way?
Oh, I hate it. It's awful. It's
You
the
don't like
worst.
free money?
No, I love it. What do you...
Yeah, everybody loves free money. So
Sarcasm,
you get your
Jonas.
first job as a graduate, 40% of employees do
Yeah.
not put enough into their 401k to get the employer's match.
Okay. Oh,
Think
because they're
about
just
that.
thinking they want
They
the
think-
money.
Yeah, they want the money. That is free money.
Yeah.
So every time somebody doesn't put up to the match, the 100% contribution rate for the matching contribution,
Yeah.
they're missing out on free
Right.
money. We're talking about billions of dollars
Yeah.
left on the table there.
Okay.
So
Free money.
Yeah,
Don't look at it
definitely
as
don't do that.
I'm not getting that money.
Yeah.
Look at it as free money.
Don't do
Okay.
that. And let's zap some more. Oh, there's
there
the
we go.
graphics right there. So
Where people can find you, get
Yep.
more information, and
they
yeah.
can call 800-383-6590.
Okay.
And we'll zap money from their checking account over to investments for them.
Okay. Will you zap some money from your account?
Yeah.